Donald, the Scottish twin, was very upset. He had been at the works for several days. He had taken on his own boiler sludge from a water column at Napper Station, and the boiler sludge had come from his boiler that he had flushed out earlier that day. To add to that, the Fat Controller had told him that he and Douglas were to return to Scotland for a few months, and Donald didn't know how to tell Douglas. How am I to keep it a secret from Dougie till the day we're due to leave? Then Donald heard a whistle he recognised very well. It was Douglas steaming into the works. "Oh no, what's he doing here?" Donald groaned. "Donald, what's the matter? What are you doing in the works?" Douglas asked. Donald tried to think of an excuse. My funnel's blocked," he said. "Your funnel's blocked?" said Douglas. "But your face is green. You look ill." "Is it? Do I?" Donald stuttered. He was very worried. "Yes," said Douglas. "And on our day off, too. Does the Fat Controller know?" Yes," said Donald. "He said that when I'm mended, then we can have our day off. For now, you should just do work." "Okay then," said Douglas. "I'll come and check on you tonight. Then hopefully tomorrow we'll go to Kirk Ronan." "I hope so," said Donald, but he was very worried. He knew that he wouldn't be mended to go to Kirk Ronan tomorrow. Throughout the day at the works, engines came and engines went. Either just to turn around on the turntable, or because they had actually broken down. But one thing changed the same. Donald never moved at all. At last, night fell. Donald still felt no better, even when Douglas came to see him. "Bust my buffers," said Douglas. "That funnel must be blocked, eh?" Now Donald had to think of another excuse. No, it's my funnel's fine now. They're cleaning me tubes. That's right." "Oh, really?" said Douglas. "Well, I am sorry to hear that." "So am I," said Donald. "I'm afraid I'm not going to be ready in time for tomorrow," he said sadly. "Well, I am sorry to hear that," said Douglas. "When do you think you will be fixed?" "I'm afraid I don't know," said Donald. "I feel terrible, Douglas, I really do. I want to go to Kirk Ronan, but I don't know when I'll be fixed." "Oh well," said Douglas. "Tell you what, I'll come back and visit you tomorrow morning. You should definitely be finished by then. Good night." "Good night," said Donald, even sadder still. The next day, Donald felt worse than ever. He could see Douglas in the distance, busily doing his work. "Poor Dougie," said Donald. "He must be bored stiff without me." Later that afternoon, Douglas came back to the works to see Donald again. "You're still not ready," said Douglas. "No," said Donald. "This time it's my—" But Douglas interrupted. "Don't tell me," he said. "Donald, you seem to be in a lot of trouble. As soon as one problem is solved, another one arises. I've made a few arrangements and other engines agree. They're going to do my work and I'm going to stay here with you." Donald was horrified. He knew that he wouldn't be repaired on Sodor and that he had to go to Scotland, but he still didn't know how to tell Douglas about it. Douglas moved into the siding and watched the workman try to repair Donald. That night, Donald felt sadder than he ever had before. Douglas was fast asleep, unaware of Donald's worrying. To make Donald even sadder, it was his last night on Sodor before he was to be sent back to Scotland for repairs and to help his old controller. He now knew that he had to tell Douglas about going back to Scotland tomorrow. While work was going on through the night of Sodor, Donald thought long and hard how to reveal his sad secret.